Hello everyone, welcome back to Dreambound. Last time, I stopped right before a puzzle. We're back in another person's dream. We are in Asher, that is Noah's brother, his dream. And we're trying to get him to the gates. We spoke to one person, I think she's a teacher, Asher's teacher. So I'm assuming they're probably going to be all people he knows. So, I wonder what's actually holding everything up. I don't know, but it must be a big deal for a line this long to form. Why don't we ask? From behind, the pair could tell the person at the front of the line was young, probably no older than 17, with short, dark hair. He faced forwards through the gate, arguing with the man on the other side. Excuse me. Hey, that's you. Oh. August? Weird that it's us. Weird that it's us. Okay. Crow looked at Noah in surprise for a moment before his eyes went back to the young man in front of him. Well, this is a first. You can call me August if you want. What happened? Where's your glasses? What's with your clothes? Well, Crow raised a single finger to his lips in a shush motion and then winked at him. That's a secret. With only the simple action, the younger Noah's face was already beet red, and he fidgeted with the edges of his clothing. But as soon as his eyes hit Noah's, he frowned. What are you looking at? Huh? I didn't even say anything. Look at how angry little guy looks. Did I say you did? I said, what are you looking at, idiot? Dude, is that what you sounded like? I don't think we sounded like that. You little... Whoa. Let's not fight, okay? Noah. Both of them say yes. Huh? Your name is Noah too? He looks just like you. Because that is you. What do you mean? Huh? How about you try using your eyes? Before he could finish his sentence, Crow pulled on Noah's sleeve and then put his lips to his ear in a whisper. I don't think there's any point in telling him who you are. It would just be distressing for him. He's not even real. I'm Noah. You're real, and he is not you. That much is true. But you are not. He is a reflection of what you once were. Don't you think you should show yourself some kindness? If I acted like that at 17? No. I'd be like, keep your attitude to yourself. I thought about him before, too, so... Kindness. If you want, I can talk to him. Honestly, it probably would work better. Alright, he'll probably be more receptive to you. I'm not that annoying, am I? Yes, you are. Crow laughed, a light, airy sound. This note is simply how Asher imagined you. Don't take it too personally. Oh, that would make sense. Well, yeah, I was wondering, because I was like, we weren't that rude all the time. But he probably was that rude to his brother, since his brother sucks. Right. What are you two whispering about? August? We were just talking about how I want to do something to help you. For me? Would that be okay? Of course. I want to help you get through these gates. Do you know what's stopping you? The younger Noah frowned, glaring at the man on the other side of the gate. That guy won't let me through. I've even brought my papers. You missed the signature at the bottom of the page. Why does it matter? The guard turned around, not caring to continue the discussion. Why don't you just sign it then? Ugh, obviously I didn't bring a pen. Doesn't an artist always bring a pen? How did you know that I'm an artist? Just a hunch. Well, whatever. I don't have one. Then would you like us to bring you one? Yeah. Depending on who he was talking to, his temperament seemed to completely change. Yeah, I've noticed. That fact didn't escape Noah. Yeah, you know what? I do remember that temperament switch happening between August and my king. Then we'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere, okay? Wait. Don't go yet. There's something I wanted to tell you. Crow blinked a few times, unsure of how to respond. Oh, Noah. You can tell me after, can't you? There's always next time. So be patient, okay? Okay. Good boy. We'll be back. He still looked like he had something to say to Crow as the pair walked away. Something to tell you, huh? Okay, so he needs a pen. Oh, that's the teacher. Oh, maybe we can talk to her again. Professor Pearson completely ignored Noah and Crow's existence as they approached. Even when Crow awkwardly cleared his throat to get her attention, her eyes didn't meet theirs. Yeah, okay, so, right, she wanted to be entertained. Standing only a few people away from the front of the line was a young man with long, thick, black hair pulled back into a messy ponytail. He stood on the tips of his toes, looking over the other's shoulders to see what was holding them up, but he didn't seem too bothered by the delay. When he noticed that it wouldn't be moving anytime soon, he pulled out a book of what seemed like from thin air and started to turn the pages, reading quietly. How studious, even in a place like this. I know one person who could pick up a book anywhere. Oh, is it someone you know? I think so. Reuben? The man turned around, his eyes searching for the source of his name being called. And soon, locked in on Noah. A moment later, he glanced away. Who? Who are these people, Noah? So they're all people that... I wonder who that is. He really does look so real, but he's just part of this dream. A concept dreamt up by my brother. Still, talking to him might be useful. Do you know him well? I can't say I recognize him at all. Crow, how do you know anyone here? Unless you're August. Suspicious. I don't know how you would know anyone. Kinda. He is, or maybe was, my brother's best friend. He didn't come over very much, though. I'm sure he didn't, not with your parents. I don't think my parents liked him very much. Did they ever like anyone? Apologies, that was out of line. No, you're right. They were hateful, judgmental people, and no one was ever good enough for them. Not others, not me. Anyway, let's go talk to him. The pair slowly crept up the fluffy clouds until they stood by Reuben's side. Even when Noah cleared his throat to get the man's attention, he didn't look up from his book. Reuben? Finally, his eyes left the page. Slay. Who are you? Noah? Noah. A light bulb seemed to light up within his mind. Ash's baby brother. Ugh, minus the baby part, yeah. You've gotten so big, I didn't recognize you. He looks the same. Aging seems to do that to you. Anyway, what are you doing here? What a stupid question. He doesn't have any real reason to be here. He's not even really here. Reuben's gaze found its way to the golden gateway ahead of them. His eyes were filled with sadness, and anger that Noah couldn't quite understand. I came to see my mother. Your mother? He shrugged. It seemed he didn't want to elaborate at all. I guess. His eyes turned back to his book, which was still open in his hand. He was perfectly content to leave Crow and Noah standing right beside him, in silence. Seeing that they were being ignored, the two walked a short distance away from Reuben. He certainly does like reading. That's pretty much the only thing I know about him. Maybe we can use that to our advantage. Noah couldn't help but smile. That almost sounded like something August would say. Suspicious, suspicious. An older gentleman stood a few places from the front of the line, his hands casually in his pockets. He whistled a soft, airy, carefree tune. As Crow and Noah got closer, only then did they realize that he didn't have a very strong form. He was like a shadow with no definite features. Just like Professor Pearson, his form wasn't solid, but fluid. He was a shadow that could be blown away at any moment. Excuse me. The shadowy man turned towards Noah, his whistling abruptly stopping. Hey, no cutting in line. We've all had to wait our fair share. So do you. Oh, no, we're not trying to cut in line. If anything, we're trying to help you get through that gate faster. Oh, that's mighty kind of you. You don't see many honest, principled young people like you two in this world anymore. Right. This is Noah, and I'm Crow. I didn't get your name. The name's Elijah. Well, Elijah, it's nice to meet you. What are you doing here? The man stopped and pondered at the question for a moment. He didn't seem to know exactly why he was here. Huh, I don't know. I was on a call with my damn tenant who wouldn't pay his goddamn rent, and then I was here. Your tenant? Oh, he has an accent that I don't think I will do, because I don't know what it is. Young lad named Asher. I wonder if it's, like, British or something. Or, like, Scottish, I don't know. I don't know. Asher hadn't paid his rent? We had figured out that he didn't really pay for things. And he dropped out of it. He was a lot worse off than you think he was, Noah. That doesn't sound like him. You know him? He's unfortunately my brother. Well, maybe you could remind him that I'm not a damn charity case. And he's just been late for the past 6 months. That's a long time to be late. You should probably kick him out, buddy. What? I thought our parents were paying his bills. We can let him know. And hopefully ask why. By the way, you haven't happened to see any what? Oh, scraps of paper around, have you? Oh, it's like that. It's like that, that. I know what accent that is, I think. I was putting together an old photo, and the breeze blew them away. A photo? No, I don't think so. Oh, I think we did see a photo, didn't we? But we can keep an eye out for you if you want. That'd be mighty appreciated. We'll be back soon then. I figured it out. I got you figured out. Okay, one more person. Really long hair. A young woman with long blonde hair stood directly in front of Asher, her blue eyes locked ahead with clarity and understanding. Excuse me, miss? Yes? The woman crossed her arms over her chest and raised a single eyebrow. She didn't seem too interested in making conversation. Noah didn't recognize her in the slightest. Whoever she wasn't a mutual friend between Asher and Noah. Whatever it is, make it quick. We don't have all day. Oh, because you'll be through the line soon? No, because that idiot Asher will wake up soon and I will cease to exist. You were very aware of that. Interesting. You, realize that? Well, it's somewhat obvious. I'm not really here, so it must be a dream. And if I'm not really here, then this is a dream, then I'm not really me. Well, this is a first. But you shouldn't even have been able to tell you're not real. The woman shrugged as if she wasn't keen on elaborating further. As I said, we don't have all day. What do you want? Right, well, since you know this is a dream, we're trying to get the line moving. Uh-huh. Is there anything we could do for you to help? Do for me? The director did say something about this. The director? You don't need to concern yourself over him. Damn it, if only I could remember this after I stop existing. She tapped her foot on the cloud, deep in thought. Perhaps there is something you could do for me. What is it? We're happy to help. You. Once you get back to the real world, I want you to call me and tell me everything that happened here. I'm really sorry, miss. Oh, I'm really sorry, Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy. Crow made a face that said he wanted to help, but I can do it. But won't you think I'm crazy? No, I worked in this field, so I'll believe you. Can you give me your number then? Of course. Of course. I don't know it. Curse that Asher. I don't know it because he never remembered it. She fizzes around in her pockets with a face filled of surprise. She pulled out a mobile phone. Never mind, he's a genius. But what's the code to unlock it? How are you related to my brother, by the way? Your brother? Oh, you must be Noah. I didn't even realize. Asher was my boyfriend, I guess. We didn't date for long. Does my brother have anything going right for him? Quite honestly, he's a miserable little cretin that lashes out at others because he's afraid of himself. I'd like to go easy on him, but you can do whatever you want. I don't really care about him either way anymore. Ouch. Sure. So, we need to get your phone unlocked. Any ideas? You could try asking Asher for my number instead, but I wouldn't hold your breath. We'll give it a try. We'll be back soon. As the two walked away from Daisy, Crow drew to a near stop. First. His eyes lazily going over the surroundings. How can she know she's not real? It's strange, isn't it? I've never seen anyone like that. And she said she worked in this field too, whatever that means. Oh, so she's probably like Crow and what's his name? The other one, the one with white hair, probably like him too. Be careful about her, okay? If you decide to call her later, or if you do decide to call her later, why? She's very smart, and I'm worried what her knowledge entails out there. I'm not saying don't contact her, just be cautious, alright? For some reason, coming from that face with that voice, Noah couldn't help but take the warning to heart. Yeah, I'm sure you couldn't. I'll be careful, I promise. Okay, so we've talked to everybody. I don't think, is there anything else here that I can look at? Stamp. I guess it's just talking to the people. Yeah, so yep, it's Asher. When he saw Noah and Crow approaching him again, he simply rolled his eyes and looked away. Excuse me, can we ask you a few questions? Piss off. Don't talk to him like that. Why not? I can do whatever I want. If you've got a problem with it, feel free to actually piss off. Please, we just want to help you. If you just take it... I'm not taking shit from him. You ruined my life. Excuse me? I ruined your life? You made every single day living hell for me for no reason. Right. No reason whatsoever. Even more of your privileged bullshit. I have no clue what you're going on about. Let's just calm down a little, okay? Asher, you want to get through the gates, don't you? Once again, now calmly. Isn't that obvious? Well, we'll get this line moving, but you have to assist us. At least a little, okay? Not if you don't help me first. Us getting you through those stupid gates is helping you. He shrugged and then recrossed his arms, refusing to budge. Fine, whatever. What do you want? On top of all the other things we're doing for you. He nodded a few spots ahead of the line, where the man with the dark, messy hair stood from the back. Noah didn't recognize him. Get him to talk to me. Reuben? You saw him already? Yeah. Not surprised you guys aren't friends anymore, with a personality like yours. Is there something in particular you'd like us to say to him? Under the starry sky on a warm summer night. That sounds fruity. How delightfully cryptic. He'll understand. You should just go talk to him yourself. And lose my place in line? There's nobody behind you. I could save it for you. It's okay. We can try. As long as it means you'll help us after. Yeah, fine, whatever. With that said and done, Noah and Crow walk a short distance away out of Asher's earshot. He doesn't deserve our help. I know. But we'll do it anyway, won't we? Not much of a choice. There's plenty of choice. You're choosing to help. Perhaps somewhere deep down, you're hoping to find a part of your brother's humanity here. Then what about you? What do you mean? Why are you here? Why are you helping? What do you get from all of this? The blonde man lifted a finger to his lips with a gentle smile, with no obvious plan to give any real explanation. Well, I get to ease your burdens, if only a little bit. That's all I can ask for. What if, hear me out, what if some people when they die become these these dream-esque people? And that would explain why maybe not even when they die. Because didn't the other guy say that he was born with it just like, what's his name? Noah? I don't know, the cogs are turning. Reuben still stood in the third... Okay, yeah, he's still there, reading. He'd already progressed at least another 30 pages. How do you know 30 pages? That's crazy. I have a message. I was asked to pass on a message to you. Finally, Reuben looked up from his book. What is it? It's from Asher. Though the man up until now had been relatively emotion-free, that name seemed to make him glance off to the side. What does he want? He said... Oh, right, yeah, Oh, It was some Midsummer Night's Dream shit. Friggin', I don't remember what he said. Can I go back? Oh, boo. 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 Okay, yeah, no kidding, okay. What does that mean? Sorry, I think I forgot. I'll be back in a minute. I didn't realize I had to write it down. Dang it. Can you repeat it? Yep, he's the same. Oh, hey, what's Daisy's number? What? How do you know Daisy? None of your business. Then why would I tell you? I'm not gonna give you her I'm not gonna give out her number to anyone that asks. I bet you don't even remember it. Of course I do. Prove it. Ugh. No wonder she broke up with you. You little. Crow steps in between the two brothers as Asher raised his fist. Now, let's not fight, okay? I was gonna tell you to crawl back to your grave, but I suppose it makes sense that you're here. Asher grinned at Crow, who simply shook his head. You don't have to attack people when you yourself feel insecure. Whatever. Also, what a rude comment. What did you want me to say? Because I did not write it down. Oh, why do I put my tools away when I know I'm playing a puzzle game? I said I know I'm playing a puzzle game, but I'm still not going to leave any of my dang notes out. Yeah. Yeah, what did you want me to say? I forgot! You gave me like a whole paragraph. What was it? Under the starry sky on a warm summer night. Great. How about trying to remember this time? Yeah, whatever. Why haven't you paid your rent? Is there a reason you haven't been paying your rent? I have been. Really? Your landlord says you haven't. Where is he? Oh, not where is he? He's here. Noah crossed his arms waiting for an answer. Why is that any of your business? Money's tight, all right. Everyone goes through it. I thought Mom and Dad would have been paying for it for you. A grin spreads over Asher's face. How can you be so naive? As soon as you were in the picture, I was all but cut out. What? All they ever did was compare me to you. Tell me how much lesser I was than you. Why would they have... Asher shrugged. He didn't have an answer. He didn't have the answer Noah was looking for. And neither of them ever would. I know, because I think both of his parents are dead. Okay. I remembered. Yep, he's still reading. More pages. I have the message this time. Yeah, it's from Asher. Watch this. Sorry, my keyboard's loud. It's just how it goes. Starry sky. Warm summer. Oops. Well, something's not right here. Another starry sky. Does just that work, or what? What? That's what he said. Under a star sky. Hello? Move this out of the way. Yeah, it doesn't even have that many letters. So what's up? So what if it doesn't let me type the whole thing? Is the issue here. Right. Okay, right. Like, hello? Like, it doesn't let you type any more than that. Under the starry sky on a warm summer night. It doesn't let you type any more than that. That's all it lets you type. Dude, what? I'm trying to remain so positive about this, but this is like, I don't mind puzzles when they go right. And this is like, unless I'm silly, like what's happening? Right, it's under the starry sky. What if I just... I'm about to go crazy. Starry sky. Guys. Do you hear that? Oh my god. I can't even type the full thing in. What? Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm still looking for the answer to why that's happening. I don't know if it's my game. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know if it's... I don't know. Until then, until I know what's happening, we'll just look at other things. So I asked him what he's reading. Hey, Ruben. Yeah? He looked up from his book. What are you reading? He looked back at his book. A book? Well, no kidding. Like, what is it? What's the book about? I've never read a book before. It's a book about an orphan who leaves his town and challenges fate. Sounds fun. Do you read a lot? Ruben nodded, still busy reading. Are you studying literature at university? I think I remember you telling me you wanted to a long time ago. No, I just like reading. I dropped out of school when I was 15. Is there a particular reason? To support my brother, I guess. It was only the two of us growing up. The least I could do was help him achieve his goals. My brother would die before dropping out to support me. He did drop out, though. He what? He shrugged again, his eyes still following the words on the page in front of him. Ask him about it if you want. Oh yeah, let's try this again. Let's just try it again, see what happens. Oh. I don't know. Live footage of me just trying to jip my way out of it. Like, I don't know if, like... I don't know. No? Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure. Great. Amazing. Okay, perfect. Oh, yeah, anyway, hi, Asher. Did you drop out of school? Did you seriously drop out of school? What? Me drop out of school? I'm not you. Who told you that? Ruben. He's just making things up to get back at me. Sure. I'm not a failure. I'm not like you. Dang, thanks. So I said you really did drop out. God, you're still here. Unfortunately. Trust me, I don't want to be here any more than you want me to be here. Then hurry up and go back to your whatever it is that you do. Doodling? What's wrong with doodling? Nothing, I guess. Asher looked to his side and just let out a deep huff. I spoke to someone, a certain professor. This day just gets worse and worse. She said you failed her class. That makes me feel like you did drop out. Alright, fine, whatever, yeah, I dropped out. Who cares? Are you happy now? Why would that make me happy? You're telling me you're not happy to see the people you hate failing? For some reason, I'm not. She wants you to retake the class. Just so I can fail again? No. No, she really wants you to. I think she believes in you. funny joke. What happened? I don't know. Unlike you, who could turn up to any class and excel, I had to work my butt off to get good grades. His voice was tinged with jealousy. Studying day and night, trying to keep up the appearance as if it was effortless. Then suddenly I was cut off. I was working 3 part-time jobs. I didn't have time. I couldn't keep up. You could have asked for help, I'm sure. No, I wanted to prove I could do it alone. And then I saw you excelling in everything, with your time for art, for your friends, and it made you angry. It made me want to see you suffer. Ouch. And that just hurt Ruben. Family's important to him, you know? So here I am, friendless, girlfriendless, dropped out of school, and I can't pay rent. And now I'm dealing with 2 funerals. I don't know what to say. There's nothing you can say. It's just my life. I'll deal with it. I should come clear out my room. Saves me having to deal with all your stuff. Asher offered a weak smile, which Noah returned. Whether they'd ever have a friendly relationship, who could know? But in that moment, they seemed to have an understanding for each other they'd lost long ago. Maybe one day I'll talk to your boyfriend, best friend, but as it seems to serve right now. He rubbed his back, the back of his neck. Yeah, okay, great. So it's seeming like I can't really do anything until I figure out why this isn't working. I at the time of recording this, even put I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know if it's my game or if it's worst comes to worst is I take the puzzles out. That's I play through it again and I take out the puzzles, and this is just a short little episode for today. Because I'm trying to figure out can you stop? Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Let me see. Oh, right. Hold on. Okay, so here's the tish, here's the tea. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to find the answer anytime soon, I just switched it to the mode where it skips all the puzzles so that we can still get the content without the puzzles. Because for all I know, I'm dumb and I don't know how to solve a puzzle. There's so many answers that could be the reason why everything's happening. I just don't know what it is, and I don't feel like figuring it out. So I was asked to pass on a message to you. Finally, Ruben looked up from his book. What is it? It's from Asher. What does he want? He said, under the starry sky on a warm summer night. Does he think that'll make everything better? I guess knowing him, he would. Fine, tell him I'll go talk to him soon. What did you fight about? Ruben looked Noah in the eye. You, mostly. Me? Why? Does it matter? I'm reading. Can we talk about it later? No, there is no later for you. You're just... Fine, yeah, we can talk about it later. Hurry up and finish your book. Okay, but it's the first in the series, and I have all 12 books here with me. Damn, he's crazy. Right. Well, what are you reading? Okay, and this is where we ask him about the book. Stay. Yeah, this is him talking about his brother. Talking about him dropping out of school. Because we pretty much asked about everything. I talked to Ruben. What did he say? For once, Asher seemed both frantic and sad. It wasn't at all how Noah imagined his brother. He said he'd come talk to you later. Good. So, what did you do? It's none of your business. If you're making me your errand boy, it is my business. I was an asshole to him about the things that he finds most important. No, you? An asshole? That doesn't sound like you at all. Oh, piss off. I'm not telling you anything. But you will help now that we've helped you, right? Yeah, fine, whatever. Here, take this. Half a piece of paper. Wow, thanks. How about you use your eyes? I thought big art hotshots were good at that kind of thing. Big art hotshots? Give me a break, as if I could become anything like that in the art world with you around. With me around. What, so it's my fault your little boyfriend died? Shut up. Don't you dare talk about him. I wonder what he did. And don't act like I'm the reason you ended up all messed up. I hate you. I hate you so much. The feeling is mutual. I never did anything to you. You had every opportunity I never had. You were passed on everything on a silver platter, and you never appreciated it. You studied whatever you wanted. You were brought anything and everything you needed. You were given everything. How are you any different? Work it out yourself. I'm done. You, Noah. Crow put his hand over Noah's. The act instantly calmed the man's mind. Fine. Wait, there's something else I wanted to ask him. Did you seriously drop out of school? What? Yeah, we did this. We did this. Noah looked at the piece of paper. This is probably the, right, I forgot what the thing. What is that? What is that? He hates me and wants me to die. Noah stared at it for some time, but he couldn't make out what it meant. It's a puzzle. Well, I suck at puzzles. But for someone that sucks at puzzles, I think you're doing a really great job. Doesn't feel like it. The pair went to walk past Reuben again when Noah noticed something. An odd piece of paper being used as a bookmark. Wait, what's that? A book? No, I mean, well, yes it is. The bookmark. Oh, this? It's just a scrap of paper I found. You're seeing what I'm seeing, right? Yeah, that's definitely the other half of the note Asher gave you. Could we have that? What? But I'll lose my page. Please. Just fold the corner over. Reuben made an expression that almost seemed to be one of disgust as he looked back at Noah. Fold the corner over and damage the book? Please, we really need it. Fine, if you promise to help me with something. You're actually gonna give me something before I help you? That's a first. It's because I trust you. You do? You've always been a good kid. Plus, you had to put up with Asher. Ha, got him. Noah couldn't help but step back in surprise. Thanks? What can we do to help then? I found this. Reuben held up a nondescript leather-bound book. On the side was a lock. It seemed to be color-based rather than number-based, though. It was with my books. I want to unlock it. What is it? A diary, I think. What's a diary? A book where you write down your feelings, things that happen, that kind of stuff. Oh, that sounds nice. I think it belonged to my mother. Maybe everything will make sense. Maybe there'll be a good reason. Wonder what the good reason of what is. Alright. Right. It's a cipher. We both had the same idea. They smiled at each other before Noah shook his head. It says, oh my god, I don't have to solve that. Whew, I want to see if I would have gotten it. Hold on. I know that we're not doing puzzles, but I just want to see. I lost my notebook, my little pad. Where'd it go? No more puzzles. We can't solve anything anymore. Stop the presses. Oh, I found it. I even put it there. R.I.P. I get it. Okay, yeah, I probably would have gotten this then. Yeah, I would have gotten it. Okay, so it was just these letters plus 5. So Y plus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's for all of them. And it spells out Dreambound. No clue what that means. As the two turned away from Reuben, Noah made eye contact with a woman. She stood just ahead of Asher. Yep. Okay, this is the teacher. Oh, no, this is Daisy. My bad. Just gotta pass over that. The director, whoever that is. Right. Yep. Boyfriend. Okay, yep. Telling him to be careful about her. Okay. What's also great about this is it does it in order. I know dreams usually seem random, but that's not really the case, is it? There's an order in the chaos, that's for sure. Do you think the cipher's answer could be the phone password? Dreambound? It could be. Shall we try? Noah tapped Daisy on the shoulder. I think I have an idea of the code. Can you show me your phone? Be my guest. Noah inputted the code Dreambound, expecting it to not work. With a single beep, he was in. Got it. Good job, Noah. I knew you could do it. With a dusting of pink on his cheeks, Noah looked away from Crow. It was no big deal. Of course it was. You did well, and it's okay to celebrate that. Be happy. Yeah. Are you two done flirting now? Flirting? I'm simply flirting. Finally, my number. Here, remember this. Yeah, sure. Great, yeah. Daisy turned her phone screen towards Noah, where a long number sat waiting for him. Oh, my memory's not that good. Never as good as a time to improve on yourself than the present. Oh, what's this? What is what? Daisy frowned at the phone, confused. There's only one app on here, look. Daisy clicked the app on her home screen and pulled up the program. It flashed red, green, yellow, and then repeated itself. I know we're not solving puzzles, but just in case. Huh, it just flashes colors. Is it meant to do that? No clue. Maybe it'll come in useful, though. Maybe. It feels like nothing happens in dreams that isn't useful in some way. Anyway, I'll be waiting for your message. Well, I won't simply because I'm not really me, so I won't remember this, but you get what I'm trying to say. Crow gave Noah a look tinged with worry before shaking his head. I'll contact you as soon as I can. For once, a smile spread over Daisy's face, lighting up her features. For some reason, it reminded Noah of August, because she's blonde and has blue hair and her... Hello? She's blonde, has blue eyes, and is pale? Is that it? Thanks, Noah, and... You can call me Crow. Crow, huh? For some reason, you remind me of someone else. I get that a lot. Common face, I suppose. Anyways, thanks for your help. Good luck with getting out of here and all that. Thanks. You too? Crow was the first to turn away, Noah quickly following after him. His gaze was lost, his eyes empty as his hand reached up to clutch over where his heart was. Strange. What is it? Are you okay? I will be fine. A strange weight sits against my chest that I can't explain. Very strange indeed. In that moment, he seemed like a completely different person, but one more important moment later, he smiled at Noah as if nothing had happened. Let's continue, shall we? Those colors must be the ones that Reuben was looking for. Reuben was still stuck in his place in line, but he looked less than bothered about the ordeal. Still reading his book. Could you show me the diary you found? I think I have an idea for the code. For once looking somewhat interested, Reuben shut the book carefully, after checking his page number to remember it without the bookmark. Here. We could give him the paper back now. We don't need it anymore. Noah quickly repeated the code he'd seen on Daisy's phone. With a click, the lock fell open. Reuben looked at it, shocked for a moment, as if he hadn't expected it to open. Why don't you open it? Seemingly apprehensive, he slowly opened the cover, facing it away from the group. His eyes went wide for a moment before the surprise fell from his face. It's empty. Of course it is. I don't know what I expected. What's in between the pages? Some ripped up photo. Here. Reuben held it out to Noah. Are you sure? It could be from your mother, though. It's not. She wouldn't have left me anything. Please take it. Noah took the pieces carefully in his hand, and Reuben turned back to his book. Thanks, Noah. It's no problem. Hey, do you still live back home? I doubt I'll ever leave that town. I see. This means nothing. It's not even him. If I'm back there, you can come visit if you want. Thanks, I'll take you up on that. He gave a rare smile as Noah and Crow turned away from him, the photo still in his hand. Ribbon is a kind person. Yeah, how he ever put up with my brother, I'll never know. Will you go see him? Maybe. Maybe if I'm ever back. Crow smiled and his face lit up like the sun. I'm glad to hear it. Time to talk to the other people. Oh, yeah, actually that wasn't a dialogue. Why did Ash have to dream of so many people? It's more tiring than I imagined it was. What? Talking to people. I'm only used to talking to you after all. Who are you and why are you the way that you are? Anyway, we can't give up yet. Okay, this is the older gentleman. And I'm assuming this time we haven't talked to the professor yet, which is why he was, something words. This is he asked for what, a scrap of paper? And he wasn't paying his bills. Okay, so he goes, hey, what you got there? These? He doesn't have a British voice, by the way. Noah held out the ripped photo pieces to Elijah, who looked at the pair with stunned wide eyes. I've been looking for these. I lost the photo when I was trying to put it back together. Really? Then maybe we can help you find the rest of these pieces. In exchange, you can help us if we need it. You two really are some of a team, ain't you? You got a deal. We'll be back soon then. Okay. And then ask the other two if they have pieces. Allow me. You look tired, Noah. Rest for a moment. Noah took a moment to sit on the edge of the cloud while Crow went to work. He couldn't help but watch the blonde-haired man in amazement. He really did seem like August. The way he smiled and when he spoke to people was the same. A few minutes later, Crow appeared with his prize, a whole stack of photo pieces. Success! Thanks, Crow. Why don't we go see if this is enough? Good idea. I think I'm ready to try putting your photo back together. Elijah looked at Noah and Crow, his expectations plain on his face. Noah laid out the pieces of the old photograph carefully, pushing them around as if they were puzzle pieces. Fortunately, there were only 9 or so pieces, so it was an exceptionally easy puzzle, and quickly enough, it was complete. God! You've only gone and done it. What have we done? Though his form was difficult to see, even Noah could tell Elijah's face was graced with a wide, deep smile. You two really don't know how much this means to me. Sorry, his voice is just gonna be nasty. Wait, it's a little old town in the mountains where I first met me wife. I don't know why I keep switching to that. That's not what I want it to be. That year was, Elijah lifted his hand to his chin, stroking a beard that neither other man could see. 1975, 76? 78, I remember now. Oh boy, time really does get away from you. You two should appreciate the time you have with each other, you understand? Alright. His voice is just gonna be ugly and terrible. That's just how it goes. Yeah, I do appreciate it. Anyways, I should write down the date. Elijah reached into his pocket and produced a small, simple pen. Darn it, I need something to keep it together, or else it'll just all blow away again. Perhaps some tape? That'd be great, but if I leave my spot, I'll never get through. Fine, we'll go find you tape. As Crow and Noah turned away, something crumpled and fell to the clouds below. Noah knelt to pick it up. Look, you're already dropping it? Noah looked down at the crumpled note. On it, letters were scrawled and scribbled with wide strokes. Don't interfere, or your friend will disappear, just like the last. That's rude. Noah's heart sunk into his stomach as he stared at the words before him. The note itself was almost like a canvas, like the finest painting. Just a few words transported him back in time to a loss so great he could still feel it now, and brought that pain forward tenfold. Are you okay down there, Noah? Noah looked back at Crow's smiling face. He truly seemed without a worry in the world. And for some reason, that was exactly what Noah wanted to protect. It's nothing, just some trash. He stuffed it in his pocket and stood back up, smiling lightly as Crow at Crow despite the pain. Oh, there's something else scribbled on the back here. In the realms of slumber where mind takes flight, adrift in a world of wonder, a dream of pure delight. Who put that there? Actually, could we borrow that for a moment? I believe it may come in handy. Well, you did help me. Fine, here. He held out the corner of the photo and Noah retook it in his hand. Indeed, on the back it was a strange poetic sentence. Something about those words in particular felt like a dagger pointed straight at his heart. A version of himself from 10 years in the past. 2 people left. Hopefully, helping both of them will get this line moving. Yeah. This is the teacher, or the professor. Yeah. Yeah, so we're supposed to find something to entertain her. And then we leave. It seems we need to convince her to tell us what she needs help with. Any ideas? Well, she seemed like my brother, kind of, maybe. To be honest, I'm not sure if she likes anyone, but it's worth a try. Talking to Asher about his studies, that for sure will go down well. Noah and Crow found their way back to Asher. God, you're still here. Unfortunately. Trust me, I don't want to be here any more than you do. Okay. Yeah, doodling. Sorry, I have to skip a lot of dialogue again, because there wasn't like a good way to skip everything we'd already seen without redoing things. So this is us asking to take the class again. Yep. Great. Yeah, right. How are you doing, Noah? Okay, actually, tired, but maybe there's something good behind Asher, somewhere buried real deep. I'm glad you can see the good in people, Noah. Just be careful not to get hurt. Let's go talk to the professor again, okay? I spoke to Asher. I told him he should redo your class. Professor Pearson. Oh. Well, that's unexpected. He seems worried you'll just fail him again. If he doesn't put the work in, yes. But if he does, I'll be glad to see him pass. Lord knows he needs more people in the world who value knowledge. Thank you? Oh, thank you, Noah. This is Crow. Right. I appreciate what you've done. Look forward to seeing him try again. So, yes, you've been persistent enough. Fine. There's something you can do for me. Wait, there is something you can help me with. I won't waste your time with a lengthy explanation. My father was a prolific writer, and before he passed, he left me a book of his personal works. I was 7 at the time. He created riddles and puzzles out of his words, so I would have to piece a little I would have a piece left of him when he was gone. The professor sighed, exasperated, but today some of his words blew away in the wind. If you could find them for me, then I would indeed help you however I could. What a lovely thing to leave for a loved one. What's more precious than words that came from the heart after all? I think I have just the thing. Noah pulled out a small slip of paper that Elijah had given him. Is this it? She took the paper and looked over the words. Even concealed by shadow, Noah could see the slightest of smile on her face. I do have to give that back, though. That's quite all right. Just seeing his words once again is enough. Here, take it back. So, what can I do to help you? Well, this is a long shot, but you wouldn't have to have any tape on you, would you? Tape? I know it's a little strange, but if you'd ask anyone else, they would have laughed at you. In fact, I'm likely to laugh at you too. Simply because I actually do have what you're searching for. Here. That's surprising. Here, no need to bring it back. I'm not sure exactly how this will bring you any closer to getting this line moving, but I believe a bet on you is a safe one. Good luck. Thanks, and go easy on Asher. Not a chance. Quickly, Noah brought the tape back to Elijah. Here, your tape. You shouldn't lose that photo again now. Thank you, too. Here, you truly have deserved this. A pen. I'm sure we'll find someone who can use this. I wonder who it could be. Thanks, Elijah. Enjoy your time here. Noah nodded towards the gate. Oh, I know I will. I'll show my wife this photo and we'll reminisce. Aye, she's been waiting for me in there a while. That sounds nice. Have you got someone waiting for you in there? Noah's eyes went to the gate and then back to Crow. It never really stops hurting. Don't force yourself to think about it. Elisha placed a hand on Noah's shoulder. I hope you find what you're looking for. One person left. Yeah, let's finish this already. Time to see who's actually holding this up, huh? It's us! Da, 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 da. Well, now we ruined the surprise. My bad. I was like, let's talk to everybody. I never do things in a very linear type of way. So obviously that didn't work out very well. So, I mean, it didn't help that I was not able to actually solve that puzzle. No idea why, but yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Yep, papers, signature. I didn't bring a pen. Just a hunch. Okay. Yep. Joke's on you, we actually have the pen right now! I'm playing. Something about that was difficult to listen to for Noah. There wasn't always a next time. You know, you might not just get a chance to tell August that thing you wanted to. What? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I just mean you should do all the things that you think you have forever to do before you don't have a chance anymore. Facts. I know I'm not listening to my own self or this game right now, but facts. No printer. Like, draw him. Tell him that you treasure him. Tell your parents to fuck off and see wherever you can, and see him whenever you can. How? I heard about you from August. Oh. All I'm saying is, value what you have while you have it. Period. Crow leaned over to whisper in Noah's ear. I wasn't expecting to see you in here. Or well, a second you. Yep. Let's finish this. Noah, here, a pen. You actually got it for me? Of course, I would do anything to help you. Always. Ugh. Thank you. As he made his first stroke on papers with pen, he paused and turned back to the pair. Are you two from the future? More like a relic of your past. You're me, right? I guess so. Does that mean August and I... His eyes were hopeful as he looked back and forth between Noah and August. Show myself kindness, huh? Yeah. And I'm a full-time artist? Well, yeah, technically. Awesome. Don't get your hopes up. With careful movements, he finished signing his papers and handed them over to the man behind the gates, who read them over briefly before nodding and opened the gates. The pristine metal didn't whine or grate, it opened noiselessly, and young Noah turned back to Crow with a smile before walking through. I'll be someone worth... I hate when people say that. I'll be someone worth you in the future, I promise. Worthy of you? I don't know. My little Noah, you always have been worth the world and then some. Good luck. As he walked through the gate, he disappeared into a flutter of sparkling light. The rest of the line followed suit, fading away as they entered the gate. Professor Pearson showed a rare smile. Reuben kept reading. Elijah clutched his photo close to his chest. Daisy held her hand up in a remember to call me fashion. And finally, Asher stood before the gates. Thanks, Noah. Asher looked towards the charm Noah held out and just shook his head. And then like that, everything began to crumble around them. Damn, you better throw that at him. You want to die? You! Cracks started to form in the otherwise perfect illusion, running through the sky and the clouds, stretching out infinitely. A deep rumble shook Noah and Crow to their very cores, their previously stable footing quickly becoming unsteady. We've got to get out of here. Ugh, Ivan. Noah peered through the gates, searching for even a peek of the strange clothing and white hair, but he was nowhere in sight. Ivan, let's go. Silence followed. Ivan was nowhere to be seen. You'd better go now, before it's too late. What about you? Crow's smile was like the sunset after a cold, windy night. Don't worry about me. You'll be okay? I'm always okay. But just come with me. I'll see you next time, Noah. Crow either couldn't or wouldn't answer Noah's begging. The last thing Noah saw before being pushed from the cloud and falling into nothingness was a melancholic expression on his face. Dang, that's crazy. That goes crazy. Was it the look on his face, the expression in his eyes, the sound of his voice? As he said he'd be okay? What was it that made Noah feel as if his chest was closing up on itself, that made him feel like he was losing yet another piece of himself? But before he had the time to truly think on it, he hit the ground. His eyes slowly adjusted to the lack of light. But that wasn't all. In front of him, a painting was half complete. Mountains made of clouds and a cascading light that touched every corner. Noah raised his hand, which already held a brush instinctively. One stroke, then another, then a flurry of them. His eyes followed the place he had just been, but also hadn't, where a familiar face had existed, even if only for a moment. The ache in Noah's heart didn't subside, even as his mind was occupied with his painting. When Noah had finally finished, the sun had already begun to peek over the horizon, like a gentle but sad smile. Not that he could tell, locked away in his cave that he called his home. Noah set the paintbrush down and stared at his creation. He could almost feel the wind blowing through his hair, all over his face, the clouds beneath his feet. Both real sensations he had felt in the world he believed unreal. A world he still believed unreal, yet the words of a certain man, Crow, still weighed heavily on his mind. Shaking his head, he stood from his place in front of the easel and walked back into his kitchen. His steps into the darkened kitchen were slow and drawn out. Noah's mind felt hazy, slightly dizzy from the lack of sleep. The room was still the exact same as he had left it. He didn't have anyone to clean up after him anymore. And in a way, he'd come to like the cluttered mess. It felt like a reflection of himself. With a single drawn-out sigh, he wandered towards the fridge, hand extended, and then he paused. Stuck to the front was a sticky note. "I've paid for your bills, Cain." A heavy feeling weighed down on Noah's chest. After all this time, Cain was still here for him, even when he asked him not to be. With any thought of eating gone, Noah dug back through his unemptied trash for his phone. As expected, Cain had called, as well as left a few messages. But what was less expected was a text from an unknown number. He clicked into it. "Can we talk? Who's up?" Noah stared at the number. Mr. Floyd? But no. The number was definitely different from the one he had texted earlier. There was only one logical explanation. Asher. Everyone wanted to talk these days, huh? Dude, call them. Call them. Because very obviously, whatever he had going on wasn't what we all thought he had going on. Okay. That's where I'm gonna stop it. Sorry for all the confusion and weirdness. I have no idea what happened. But I still wanna enjoy the story, so I'm just gonna take out the puzzles. Honestly, I'm not that good at them anyways, so. Well, I'm gonna keep that. I'm not very good at puzzles. So, I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I will see you all next time. Bye.